Reselling sneakers in 2025 has never been easier. One of the many reasons, and one of my favorites, is buying people's old shoes like this from online marketplaces, cleaning them up, making them look pretty, and selling them for a profit. The reason I think this type of reselling is so popular nowadays is because you can do it all remotely off your mobile phone using apps like Vinted, Depop, eBay, Facebook Marketplace as well. You know, you've got tons of different ways of accessing stock at affordable prices. Hitting raffles and stuff like that is quite hard nowadays. We don't want to go to the sneaker store and have to queue to maybe not even get pairs. So this is just a really easy way of reselling and being able to make a lot of profit. So today I thought I could show you exactly how to prepare and list your sneakers to sell them for a profit online. I know how big the Vinted craze is right now. I would want to see how somebody else does it and makes money. So the first thing we need to do is get some shoes. And I've got them right here. These are some Air Max 95 reverse neons. Now I picked these up off of Vinted for £37. Now, they're not horrific by any means, but you know, the lacing isn't that nice. They're a little bit dirty. So I'm going to show you exactly how we do this. Now, there are 4 steps to making the perfect listing. Number 1, obviously, cleaning your sneakers. Number 2, preparing them for photos. Number 3, photographing them for listing. And number 4, making the perfect listing. The better the shoes look, the better the photos are, and the better the listing is, the more clicks the listing's going to get, and therefore it's just going to lead to a higher chance of the shoe selling fast for a profit. Let's get to step number 1, cleaning. And this is everything I use to clean. Let me show you. Firstly, we've got Fairy Liquid dish soap, 2 brushes right here. So we have a hard bristle brush and a soft bristle brush, some microfiber towels, and this metal dental pick. First thing I do is we get the shoe and we just brush it like this. We're getting rid of any debris, any dust, any dirt. Then I use a dental pick and we just scrape out any dirt that is between the grooves. Next, we have the soft bristle brush and we just get the soles like this and we scrub. Now this has just warm, soapy and foamy water. Got our first microfiber, we're just going to wipe off any of the soap. Now it's dry again, we're going to go for round 2. And once again, I'm just going to dry it all off. Okay, so they've now been cleaned and I've dried the bottoms. So the next step is you probably have one of these at home. If you don't, they're probably about £3 to £5 online. So yeah, let's get this done. Now we've just got rid of any lint that was in that heel area. I'm going to use the hard bristle brush and we're just going to brush them over one more time. It's paper stuffing and you're just going to put it, I just realized I'm not showing you the shoe, right? So you're going to put it inside the shoe like that, and it just makes that toe box a little bit nicer. And I'm going to lace these ones up now. So with the lacing, you don't want to have it too tight, but you don't want to have it too loose. So this is probably about perfect. And then you grab the laces by the tips, you pinch it about the middle point, you pull it down, and then I'm going to try and show this, but you kind of spin it over like that, and then this part of the lace, you pull it through like that, and then you have your factory lacing, and I just pop it in behind the tongue. So now these are cleaned and prepped, they look splendid. It is time to get to photographing them. So the first thing I want to say before we take photos, make sure you're taking them just on a plain background with some good lighting. My hallway has a lovely grey floor and it just looks perfect. So I'm going to show you the exact photos I take right now. Okay, now the photos are done. Let's get them listed on Vinted. Now this is what I do. The first photo that I use for everything, I take it on the Vinted app. For some reason, I think this plays a part in the algorithm. And also, On Vinted, the photos aren't one-to-one square. They're a little bit bigger. So now that photo is taken, I draft it and then we go back onto the draft. I add in all of the other photos. Okay, so we've got all our lovely photos up right now, and then we go to the title. So obviously they're Nike Air Max 95, and they are the reverse neon. They are a UK 6.5. Now, I use this title for everything. You don't want to have too much because then people aren't interested. But this has all the information. It's got the brand, it's got the name of the shoe, and it's got the name of the colorway and the size. That's all you need. You can add SKUs, which is obviously the style code. You can add other stuff, but I feel like this is the perfect thing to put in. So then we've got the description. Now I just copy and paste it from a previous one. So this is the exact description that I have. Is I let you know that they're in use condition. I let you know whether they have the box or not. I also add into the description they're 100% authentic, because sometimes that can give buyers that extra bit of confidence. I then add in another bit that says, if you have any questions, feel free to ask away. Then I let them know they're from a pet and a smoke-free home. And I also put in there, which actually it boosts sales. I'm not even joking. If you can post it the same day, someone is more inclined to buy because they're typically buying impulsively. So I also add in there, if purchased before 2:30 p.m., they'll be posted on the same day. Now we've got the category, we've got men's trainers, then we have the brand. So they're obviously Nike. I do Nike rather than Nike Air because Nike Air is already in the search. You can try both, but I've always done Nike. Obviously, the size is 6.5. The condition is very good. The colours, so we're going to go with black and grey for this. They're the two main colours. You could do black and green, but black and grey is going to have more searches than black and green. Then we've got the price. I think I'm going to put these number one. Before I tell you the price, you see on the screen right now, you've got all of Vinted recommended prices. This is why people put pairs up for so cheap. You can see a UK 8 right here, sold for £30. And then there's a bunch of GS pairs. You've got a 10.5 for 30. You've got another 8 for 30. So that is why people sell cheaper, is purely because they see them cheaper. So I'm going to put them at 80. I paid 37. I'll probably take 75 on them, but people are always going to lowball. Here's another little hack. Always do small because it makes postage the cheapest. With InPost, every yodel, they don't care about the size of it. It's about the weight, and I think a small is up to a kilo anyway. So there's no problem there. Now it is 10 p.m. right now, so I'm going to draft these and I'm going to post them tomorrow because they're not going to get a crazy amount of views right now. So I'm going to save the draft and then it's ready to be posted between 5 and 7 p.m. tomorrow, along with all my other stock. And just like that, it is drafted, ready to go tomorrow between 5 and 7 p.m. And look, at 80, I'm probably going to get offers of 60 to 70, but I think I can get 75 all day for these because they're in such good condition. So that's where we're at on them. And that is exactly how I would prep and list sneakers to resell for a profit. I just wanted to give you a quick update. This pair did sell on Depop for £75, which left me a profit of £37.90. I hope this helps you. I know some of the angles weren't the best. I know that. I'm not a professional, but I hope this does help you. And if you did enjoy these videos, there's a bunch more like this on my page that are either out right now or coming out in the coming weeks, as well as a bunch of reselling challenges, which I think a lot of you will come over from them. So feel free to go and watch those videos. If you do like these type of videos and you want to reference back to them for help, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, or save the video, anything like that. It just helps me out a little bit because obviously I'm making these for you right here. Yes, you, Stephen, or Ben, or James, for you. That video is for you. So I'm going to end that one here. I hope this helps and I hope you can make some nice profits. And if it does help, drop me a message and let me know that it's helped you, because that will put a big smile on my face. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you very much. I hope you make some nice profits and I hope you make your listings better by doing this. I will see you in a bit. God bless.